Hello everyone, Jim here, Chenin here. Chenin is 6 months old, just a tad over 6 months old. She's an English cream golden retriever. She came in for our residency. She's actually a legacy client. We trained her dog before this, probably about 12 years ago or so. And we've been blessed to have her in for a residency. She's done real good on her obedience. She is a timid dog, as her owners will admit. She has had a situation where little things will scare her and sort of freak her out. RV, like SUV, rear gate. Little things like that will get her attention and scare her. When we see something like that, we utilize obedience to walk her through. Okay? Obedience, I believe, will address many behaviors for the positive. It'll help her grow out of things. Praise, part of motivation, is just as important. We want to encourage her and praise her when she does what we want. She can be a little distant sometimes, not act like she's overly loving. I believe she is loving. I believe what we're going to do is make sure that when we use motivation and the praise part, words, touch, treat, toy, positive emotion in that moment of time, that she's going to grow to like that, because you're her leader. She's obeying you, her leader, and you're going to be encouraging and loving her to do that. One of the things we do is we'll come out here and do place, and I'll put her on a place, and I'll get down there and lay down with her and pet her and love her. Just little things to try to encourage. She can do what we ask. We're going to ask her to do it, and we're going to demand that she does what we ask. We're just not here to intimidate, dominate, break her spirit, or hurt her. Because she's a little timid, you're going to see that she's going to look a little submissive, and watch her. She's going to really be trying to do what we ask her to do. It's important not to feel empathy and to sit there and pet her when she's feeling like this, because I believe that when she's looking sad and we pet and love her because we're feeling sorry for her, we're actually reinforcing whatever that feeling is. So we're going to tell her to put her big girl pants on and let's just keep on moving. Having said that, it's raining and I've already been talking a lot. I want to move through this so that we can get in before the next downpour. And hopefully this will be enough to help you. Okay? Hey, sweetheart, you ready? Let's go. Atta girl, good girl. Let's go is we're walking on a leash. She needs to walk right here with me. She was pulling a lot when she got here, and she'll still probably pull from time to time. When that happens, we have to be ready. We have a little window right here. Atta girl. We have anytime she looks at you, we want to praise her. And she was doing that really good when she came. We have her, good girl. When we have her right here by our let's go, when she starts to go out, we're immediately going to react back to our hip. We're going to tap her back here if she goes out this way. That way it's going to be here. When we do that, we're going to tap the leash and tell her no. And then we're going to repeat the command. When she gets back into fold, then we're going to come back and give her a little bit of praise for recognizing what we asked her to do, what we bit her for, gave her consequence for, and move on. We're never going to hold it against her or anything like that. Let's go. So we're walking around, step off. She needs to watch what I'm doing. Atta girl, good girl. We're going to encourage it. We're walking. We're going to change speed. All of this changing speeds, changing directions is to teach her to focus on us. Sit. Good girl. So we're going to be tapping the leash back to us on let's go. On sit, if I asked her to sit and she didn't, I would have gone, no, sit, sit, and I'd have tapped on no. Good girl. And now when I ask her to sit, she has to hold it until I release her. I can go to any other command I want to, or I can actually release her. That means she's going to be away from that command. It's called the BREAK. Watch when I do it. I just pulled a little treat out of my hand. It's her kibble. Watch how I do that. Girl, step back. See, she doesn't want the treat right now. She's still a little bit worried. Sometimes she's good with the treat, sometimes not. I advocate when you're doing this, make sure you do a good session before mealtime. She's already had her food this morning. So, but when she hasn't had her food, she's going to be more apt to take that treat. And that's going to be a part of words, touch, treat, toy, positive emotion in that moment of time. Positive emotion is so important. We're wanting to encourage her and get her excited. Good girl. So I broke her. What did I do? I stepped back and I had my hand right here. Good girl. I'm laying the groundwork for the COME command, okay? Why do I say that? Because I'm breaking her, she's getting used to coming to me over and over and over and over again, okay? When I'm ready for her to come, she's not in a command. I'm gonna see if I can walk away from her, and you're gonna get an idea. We're gonna do this on a leash. She might still come. I think I'm in good break. What? Come. Good girl. You want it this time? Ah, the girl, that's a good girl. Break. So I want her to come to me. So if you notice the break was right here, the come is right here. Why do I do that? Because I want her focus here. If I had a treat or a toy out here, she sees it and sees something that she wants to go get or she's afraid of, she may shut down. But when her focus is coming here, it's going to be a great thing. When we're starting this, we do on a loose leash, because if she didn't come, I would tap the leash towards me, just like that. Not hard. Again, we're not here to intimidate, dominate, break her spirit, hurt her, or have her fear us, but we are here to touch, because I believe touch is the primary way that we communicate with our dogs. All the other things are just adding to them. They're a bridge as such, so that she feels praise on many different levels of her senses, okay? But that was the COME. Like I said, if she didn't, I would have tapped the leash to come. When she's loose in the house, for example, okay, she's in another room, you can get a treat or a toy or a ball, she loves a ball, and get her attention and call her name, Chenin, and you're not gonna say COME. If she sees you and wants it, what's she gonna do? She's gonna start running to you. One of the ways to encourage that is to start going backwards, okay? She wasn't in a command, so she didn't break a command. It's to start that moving. It's that instinct in dogs to chase, prey, play, what have you. And once I see she's committed to coming and she's running, I'm gonna tell her to COME. Now, when she gets to me, I'm gonna give her a treat or toy, pet her, love her, and then I'm gonna break her and let her do whatever she wants. We're gonna do that over and over. I'm talking about hundreds of times. I have a lot of dogs here. They can all be out at one time. They can be chasing a deer. My little thing is I clap my hands and say, pup, pup. They stop and they want to be next to me or with me. They turn right around and come back. They're not doing it out of fear. They're doing it because I'm the leader. And that's what I propose that we're doing here by becoming a leader, providing touch, both praise and consequence. When we ask her to do something, we have to practice it. Talking about praise and consequence, our job is to praise her at least 20 times more during the day than we bite. We want an overabundance of praise. If she's laying there sleeping on the floor, good girl, atta girl, whatever's happening. I want you to get down on the floor with her and love her and pet her and just spend some quiet time with her. Okay, she's a big girl. She might not be able to get on the furniture and things like that. Get down on her level and create that warmth and love. Okay? So we had, just so you know, we have a cat behind us in the video. She may come here in a minute. Doesn't matter. This will be a real test. But if I ask her to do something, she's got to do it. If she doesn't do it, I'm going to bite. What happens here when we have the cat doing this and she does it, first of all, if she does it, I'm going to praise her and love her. But if she does it, she's going to learn it doesn't matter if a cat's coming, an elephant is coming, whatever's happening, when I ask her to do something, she has to do it. Sometimes dogs don't do that the first time. That's why we've got to provide the bite touch. But if it works, we're going to work her through it and she starts to learn. Then we look for opportunities like that to reinforce and reteach. It does take repetition with everything. So you ready? Let's go. Oh, atta girl. Good girl. So we've done the let's go and the SIT and the COME. Sit. Good girl. Down. Good. Hand signal for this is sit. Down from the side, down from in front. Okay, baby, sit. Good girl. Did you notice, right, how I said sit there, people? I was encouraging, I truly believe, I know this sounds crazy, but we're dropping pheromones by the second, okay? They're charged. We want to make sure she's feeling happy feelings emitting from us. When the chips are down, she's gonna come to you and you're gonna go to her. And we want that feeling and that trust to be a part of it. What am I doing? I'm trying to see where the cat's at. I don't know where she's at right now. But if you go back into archives, you're gonna see we've always had cats to come out and work. She knows where the cat is if I don't. But that was DOWN from the side, and like this is from in front. Let's go. So I think this is me being terrible, so we're gonna make a mistake. I was getting ready with her over at the bed. I'm going to do the place command. Let's go. Good girl. That's a good girl. Good girl. We got lucky here. I didn't know what was going to happen, but you have to test these things. If she does something once, she's going to do it over and over again. If it's something that we don't like, we have to do the repetitions. And we provide a consequence, and we're prepared to provide that consequence when it happens. When I come over here to place, I was going to be ready if she ran off to bite her back to the bed. Her job is to come here, I'm going to point at the bed, lay down, sit down, stand up, read a book. I don't care what she does as long as she's there. She can do it in her home for a couple hours. As I said, I get out here and lay with her sometimes just to love her. And she loves to love. She really does. So that's the place command. Wonderful. Let's go. One more time. I'm going to point my hand. Place. That's the hand signal for it. Good girl. That's a good girl. Let's go. Point back here. Sit. Down. From in front. Good girl. Now I could do C-O-M-E, I could do B-R-E-A-K, or I could go, let's go. Come on. Good girl. So the next thing we're going to do is hop. And a girl. Right. Again, did you hear that tone of voice I used? Those kind of things right there are going to teach her confidence. When she starts getting confident and feeling all good about herself, that's what we want. We want that for a timid dog, a dog that's not quite sure. We want to do a lot of positive things so that they grow from them. You could go and take a 4x4 and lay it on the ground and let her jump over it. I know that sounds crazy, but it works. Ideally, you could do the little jump and start that low, tell her to hup when you go over it, and keep doing it as it gets higher and higher. You could take a 2x12 and lay it on the ground and teach her to walk on that 2x12, but then lay it on the ground, so if she falls off, nothing will happen. As she starts to do it, she's going to start feeling good about herself. I've seen it. I've done it, okay? I used to work a lot with narcotics and tracking dogs, and still do therapy dogs and protection dogs. And when we had dogs that were missing a little bit of confidence, we would do these kind of things. Let's go. Sit. Good girl. Next, heel. Heel is right here. She's beside me. Notice how she turns with me. I slow down, stop. She's supposed to sit automatically, and we hold. The heel, right, is the box right here beside me. It's sort of like the Let's Go, but it's much tighter. I use it at markets or things like that where there might be other people and other dogs. I'm going to get ready to speed up here. It looks like it's coming again. But her job is to be right here, right beside us. We stop, she sits, and she holds it. Here. Whoop, you about went. You see how she caught that? Good girl. Right. Atta girl. The only other thing real quick I'll talk about is STAY. I never do, when I tell my dog the SIT, I never keep them in it forever. 30 seconds, a minute. It really depends on how your dog feels about the SIT. Some dogs get uncomfortable. Some dogs are just put me in a sit and I'll sit here all day. I typically just keep it nice and short, 15, 20, 30 seconds. I'll walk around them. I'll get her to hold them. I'll pull on it. I'll do little things to see if she's going to pop up. If she does, I'll bite, and then I know it's something that's going to work. But then on the DOWN or the rooms, I'll use the stay command. I got just a second more. Let's pretend like, okay, and this is the kind of things we work on in my home as well. Remember, we crate them in our home, but they live with us in our home with our dogs, our cats, and everything else. My grandchildren, when they come over. So we teach. I like to call it real life dog training, okay? But pretend like we were in a room, okay, and here's the door. And we have the cat right here. She's checking the cat out again. And I needed to go to the kitchen for something, and I didn't want her in the kitchen, okay? I would say, stay. And then I would walk out. No, stay. Good girl. That's good. I don't mind her laying down. She doesn't have to. But I'm teaching her to stay in that room. If I go out the room like that, you saw what I did. I bit her right back in. Of course, it was pretty hard for her to understand when there's no door there. But then, let's go. We go right back to it. And we just repeat it. We can go into rooms. We can leave her in a place. We also like to do a DOWN with stay behind it. When I do it down, she can lay down, and she pretty much has to wait for me. But when I put S-T-A-Y behind it. It means pack your bags. You can sort of smell the ground around you. You lay on your side, chew a bone, a yak snack, something like that. You're just chilling. I believe most dogs need to do that in the beginning for probably every other day for 10 or 15 minutes. You're walking around and such, and she has to hold it. Why do I like to do that? Because it sort of puts the dot on the exclamation point that what we say goes, okay? And it's important that we have a leader, because in lack of leadership, it's up to her to define what's going to happen in the pack. And in her case, with her being a little timid, it could have dire consequences, quite honestly. She could be afraid of everything and start running away and doing stuff like that. I hope this has helped you. You know I'm here. I'll follow up anytime you need it. There's never a charge for a follow-up if you come to me, okay? Good girl. If you have questions, I'm here for you. I appreciate you choosing me again. And you know, of course, my name, and that's for everybody else, is Jim Hodges Dog Training, 336-945-3232. One little shameless plug. I developed these leashes and BioThing dog training products and some treats. And I have many trainers and a lot of people on Amazon that buy our products and locally. I really appreciate you guys too. We stand behind what we do. These are made in America, all right? And I'm proud of that. Thank you so much. God bless. Take care.